Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're back doing another M19 Intermediate Swiss Draft League. The rare is Transmogrifying Wand. It's a cool card. My issue is that a 2/4 is actually good, so I don't I don't know. I mean, I guess you can do it on your own guys to get a 2/4 Ox, but and you can destroy your opponent's bomb and give him a 2/4. I don't know. I don't think it's that good. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not feeling it. Hieromancer's Cage, on the other hand, yeah, deals with anything. Great card. Gonna take it over the Engineer. And yeah, nothing else that nuts in here anyway, so good pick. Follow-up pick. We can take the Cavalry. Could take the Strangling Spores. I actually like Spark Tongue Dragon. I think this is a good card. Flyer, and then late game flyer that kills something. On color, we have the Gallant Cavalry. It's also a Salvager of Secrets. I think we go with the best card in the pack, which is probably the Dragon. Could be the Spores, but I've got a good feeling about this card. Granted, it's pretty expensive if you want the whole 9 yards of what it gives you. But I like that you can also just play it as a 5-mana 3/3. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that card, but I think it's pretty good. Spores, though, pretty solid removal. Also instant speed. Could be an argument for that. We'll try out the Dragon. See what we think. Okay. Best card now. I like this Colossal Majesty. I do think that card is cool. We have otherwise probably Aerial Engineer being the best. Good card. I'm a pretty big fan of this card. I think it's pretty strong. I would love to play this card. You just get it every turn, huh? But you need a 4-power creature. It's a bit of a build around. I don't know how early you take it, I guess, is the issue. Let's just take the Engineer for now, because I know it's really solid. I do think Colossal Majesty is legit good, though. But I know that Aerial Engineer is good, because I've played it already. Okay, so Epicure of Blood. We have Take Vengeance, which I probably am fine with taking. Pretty good removal. Amulet of Safekeeping for the Engineer, but I think we're looking for better options. Let's take the Take Vengeance for now. So now the best card is probably the Bloodletter. Artificer's pretty cool. It wants to be in the same deck as the Engineer. If I start building, I could just start building towards an artifact deck. Could take Dwindle as well. Also plays in the same deck as the Engineer. Like, this only affects artifact creatures, but +2/+2 and indestructible is pretty big. It's kind of a big deal. It's also an uncommon. I think we'll just take the Dwindle. I mean, this deals with things pretty effectively, I would say. Dwarven Priest is cool. Scholar of Stars wants to be in the same deck as the Engineer, but I think we just slam the Sky Scanner now. Start trying to build towards this. I guess there's also a Fountain of Renewal, but I'm going to take the Sky Scanner. Start building towards the blue-white Fang, if we can. If we get pushed in another direction forcefully enough, I'm willing to explore that as well. Okay, here we have a Gearsmith Prodigy. I think we just take the Totally Lost. I think Totally Lost is a great card. It's kind of a cool card. To play a lot of auras to make it work. I'm sure eventually we'll end up making an aura deck of some sort. Millstone. Otherwise, not really some on-color stuff for us, is there? Could take the Motivator if you end up in the... I mean, maybe we just take the Millstone in case we need it. There is mill stuff we could play. Okay, I mean, I'm just not going to play any of this, I don't think. Or I don't really care enough about any of it. Okay, Inspired Charge is good, especially if we end up getting some. I mean, it's good with cheap stuff like, or little stuff like Sky Scanner. But Knight of the Tusk isn't very good anyway. The next best card is maybe, I don't know, Sentinel's certainly playable, and so is Two-Headed Zombie, but taking our charge. Alright, Novice Knight I like. Because we definitely are on the hunt for some equipment as well, and this also is a 1-mana 2/3 blocker, which is not bad. Well, Invoke the Divine is pretty good. Could take the Line Breaker. I don't think it's all that good, though. It's nice to get an Invoke, at least for sideboard. Knight's Pledge. Would prefer to not play it, but I will in a pinch. I'm just setting stuff on the side over here that I kind of hope doesn't make the main deck. Look at the back of these cards. Isn't that weird? You'll cut the white card here. A lot of red flowing, though. So, I don't think we're going to move into greens. Somebody can have this Wall of Vines. And someone's telling us to be in black. Okay. Well, maybe I will. Bone Dragon, huh? That one's pretty good. Let's see if it's worth anything. It also is just a 5-mana 5/4. Comes back. Although in limited, it's going to be tough to get it back. What's the deckhand do? 2-mana 2/2. Oh, and you can make stuff pretty unblockable. It is pretty much unblockable. That's pretty good. There's also Marauder's Axe, which fits with what our deck wants to do. There's also a Sky Scanner. I might take the deckhand. I mean, I could just dip out of blue and go straight into the black territory now and just be happy that I get a 5-mana 5/4. Giving up 3 pretty good blue cards for that plan. And there's no guarantees that we get the black flowing this direction. It's just pretty good guarantee we're getting black from the other direction. Getting a last pick Two-Headed Zombie. So I do think this card is pretty slick, though. I think we're going to take the deckhand mostly because it's not even ability that kills it. It's only spell. It's pretty strong. Rogue's Glove is good, especially on a flyer. Aviation Pioneer is also very good. Also works in the type of deck we're trying to do. I think we'll take the gloves just because if you can get in evasively. Ah, man, I really want the Pioneer too. And we need creatures. That's really tough. I might take the Pioneer just because we... But man, gloves on the Knight too. Aviation Pioneer is also better with the Inspired Charge. So in that sense, it kind of does double duty. It's good with our Finisher and Inspired Charge. It also turns on our Engineer. But Rogue's Gloves does double duty with the Novice Knight. That's tough. I think I'm going to take the Pioneer. I'm not 100%. I think you could go either way. They're both synergistically great with the deck. I'm just not sure which one I like more. I guess I err towards Pioneer because we're a little bit... We're creature light right now. Totally Lost number 2. I guess I'm fine with taking. Like I said, I do think it's a good card. Make a Stand is pretty cool. Definitely played this card before. I do think this is a strong effect. If we can get enough creatures, I'm happy to take it. Let's diversify a little bit and take the Make a Stand over the Totally Lost and the Mighty Leap. Granted, like I said, we're going to need some actual creatures to make it worth our time. Well, now I guess I'm happy to take a Rogue's Gloves. There's nothing else in here for us. Creatures are pretty high on the priority list at the moment. Well, it looks like a pretty easy Aven Wind Mage. Looks to fit in our deck quite nicely. Notice they did not give it prowess. Interesting to note. But like I said, good pickup for us. We're in need of creatures. I'm happy to take a flying one. I suppose we could take a Wall of Mist here. Yeah, might need a blocker, I suppose. Ground blocker. Kind of hoping for better than that. Field Creeper, I guess we might need. I don't think it's particularly good, but we are on the hunt for some more artifacts, I suppose. I think for now, Millstone is not happening. Everything else looks okay. Could be better. Still need quite a few creatures. Guess we could take Dwindle number 2. There's also another Totally Lost. Dwindle's a little bit cheaper, and we're pretty evasive, so I guess we'll take the Dwindle. Better to pay 3 than 5. Alright, getting the Axe back is nice, but we're at the point where we may need the Line Breaker. I'm going to hope that we can find enough creatures out of pack 3 here where we don't need to take that there. Not in green or red, so we're going to let those flow. We want to notify everybody around us that, hey, we're not in those colors. Go right ahead and take them. So, yep, we're not in green or red, so take them. Let's see. Yeah, we need quite a few creatures out of pack 3 here, so we're going to have to prioritize them quite highly. Another transmogrifying wand, huh? Alright, pretty easy aviation pioneer. Great creature for us in general. Great creature in general. Great creature for us, certainly. Kind of exactly what we're looking for. More evasion to go with our Rogue's Gloves and our Marauder's Axe. Aerial Engineer number 2 is a fantastic pickup for us. Pretty much exactly what our deck wants. This card's great. Vine Mare's so strong. Vevictus Asmati, the Dire. I'm sure this card is really strong. Jeez, yeah. But we're going to take Angel of the Dawn here. Once again, exactly what we're looking for. More evasion. Great card in general. We've got a solid game plan going right now. We've got 5 artifacts, including the Pioneer. No, 6 including the Pioneers. So we could take on, yeah, we could take the Snapping Drake here. I think Sleep is very good, but we're still on the hunt for more creatures, and Snapping Drake is, once again, kind of exactly what our deck's looking for. More evasion to pair with our awesome equipment. Another Wind Mage seems good to me. Otherwise, we could take the Take Vengeance. What's our removal currently? We have a Take Vengeance. We have... I think we don't really want to play Wall of Mist either, so I think we're just going to go creature. I do like Take Vengeance. I think it's a good card, especially for our deck since we're flying over top anyway, so we can just kill stuff that's smashing back on the ground, but we need flyers, and even Wind Mage is exactly that. Rustwing Falcon. Well, I'm not super impressed with it. That's a sweet card. I like that Bloodlord. I guess we'll take the Falcon because it flies, just in case we need it. Pairs, once again, pairs well with our equipment, but I'm kind of hoping we can do better than a 1-mana 1/2. Nothing else in here we really care about, though. Hoping to find a Wall of Mist upgrade. If we do, I would say this is a success. Take Vengeance has surprisingly good synergy with Aven Windmage, too. Kill your thing, my guy's bigger, swing at you. Also has good synergy with Inspired Charge and Make a Stand. That's pretty cool. Well, there is a Disperse, but I think we're looking... Ooh, actually, we're going to take the Gearsmith Guardian here. Great card in general. Certainly good for what we're trying to do. I actually think the Pack Beast should be fine too, but I really like the Gearsmith Guardian here. We're going to upgrade our Wall of Mist into something more useful. And we have plenty of blue creatures, right? Yeah. Also pairs really well with this Departed Deckhand. Ooh, another Angel of the Dawn. What a gift. Could take the Take Vengeance. I'm just going to cut the Falcon and we're going to straight upgrade here. Get all the Angels of the Dawn. So 14 creatures is still a wee bit creature light, but not enough where I'm terribly concerned about it. Well, we'll take the Bone to Ash, just in case we need to sideboard into a nice counter spell. Like I said, I'm willing to do 14 creatures. So we could actually do the Prodigy. I'm not opposed to that. It's really not that good, but we have perhaps enough artifacts where I can make it work. And 15 creatures does happen to be better than 14, as it turns out. I guess well, maybe. Maybe we take the Wall of Mist for sideboard plan. So I do kind of want to play 17 lands here. I guess I'll take the Line Breaker. I do kind of want to play 17 lands here if I can. Which means we should probably make a cut. It might be a Dwindle. I think I'd rather play the Charge than the Make a Stand, since they double as like kill spells too, sort of. Combat Trick or kill spell. Yeah, we can probably cut a Dwindle and we're still looking pretty nice. 15 creatures. We have a Take Vengeance, Dwindle, Make a Stand, Inspired Charge, Hieromancer's Cage, Totally Lost. Yeah, we're looking good. This is a good deck. A lot of goodies in here. Synergistic, card advantage, pretty much strictly evasion. That's not entirely true, I guess, but almost complete evasion, which is nice. So I like this deck. And we do have some sideboard. I guess if we run up against something where we need to lower the curve, can bring in the Wall of Mists, like maybe dump out of the Inspired Charge plan or something. I don't know. But as is, I'm liking what I'm looking at. And I suppose is Prodigy's not that good, but we have 7 artifacts, which is enough to reliably have it be a 1-mana 2/2 some of the time. Would I rather just play like a Falcon because it flies? That's actually honestly, I think I would. I'd rather have flying than 1 extra power. Yeah, that totally makes sense to me. Synergistically, this makes sense with the deck, but Rustwing Falcon just makes way more sense. And I definitely think Novice Knight is better than Prodigy, just solely on the fact that it's a 2/3. Although, are we beat down? Even if we are, we have the equipment so that we can attack with it. So we're good. Cool. All right. Let's get this going. So pretty even split. I guess we'll err towards white, which I'm sure they agree with. Yes, they do. Okay. Well, blue-white artifact beats. Cool. Here you have it. We'll see you in round 1.